Welcome back to the DA Wrestling Podcast. It's Doug here with Andrew, like usual. And we're here for the Smackdown review. And boy, do we have a doozy for this one.
Oh, Smackdown was massively huge tonight. Kind of not surprising after the Rumble, but it's huge.
So we'll get into that. And then after we're done our Smackdown review, we're just going to get into some news for the week. All the updates that's come out in the Vince lawsuit. Brock Lesnar's being affected by his part in the allegations. John Laurinaitis is looking to throw Vince under a bus.
Brock's no longer around.
There's traction that Okada could be WWE bound. And also something that got kind of lost in all the chaos of last week is John Cena was on Impulsive, and it was a fun interview.
It was.
I enjoyed listening to that. So we'll just give our thoughts on that at the end. And anyways, start things off.
Let's get to our Harry Potter spell first, though. I want to do that. Expecto Patronum. There you go.
I was wondering when you were going to pull that one out.
And you know what? If you're liking the content, please, guys, like, share, and subscribe. It makes us help out us a lot with everything we do, and gives us more things and more motivation to do even more for you guys. If you like the content, subscribe down below. It's a lot of fun. And on the Podbean and on Spotify and all those places, just subscribe, guys. It makes us all our life happier. But let's get into SmackDown here. Doug?
You just took over, bro.
We have stuff going on SmackDown. I'm sorry.
All right. So let's get the not so consequential stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
So show opened with Logan Paul cutting a promo about how he outsmarted Kevin Owens and at the Royal Rumble, which he totally did. But anyways, prompted Owens to come out saying that he's going to get another shot at Logan Paul. Which transitioned into a match with Austin Theory. Owens won after Paul was distracting the ref, and there was some brass knucks exchange. They did the same finish as the Royal Rumble, except this time Kevin Owens remembered to hide the brass knucks. So he picked up the win on Theory. After that, there was a fatal four-way tag match with Pretty Deadly, LWO, Legado del Fantasma, and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. So Dunne and Bate pick up the win. They're going to face the winner of a similar match that's happening on Raw on Monday next week, and the winners will face Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber.
Ooh. That's interesting.
So it looks like Dunne and Bate are going to be your challengers of the week.
I can see them pushing Pete Dunne and Bate to the tag titles for sure.
I could see, honestly, I could see them just getting a fluke run with them.
Yeah, we'll see it until Pete Dunne turns on him and goes heel.
So there was a very interesting segment backstage where Io, Asuka, and Kairi were in the back, and they were laughing and joking, and conspicuous by her absence, no Dakota Kai on this show.
It's kind of greasy.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what she tweeted. I'll tell you what she tweeted when we get to Bayley's segment. But so they were pretty much like, Io said Bayley's done tonight, but what they didn't know is time warp back to 2005 and the Batista Evolution segment.
Ah, yes.
Where Bayley was outside the door and heard everything. There was also a little segment backstage where Naomi signed to SmackDown.
Oh, well, that's kind of not surprising. I mean, that's actually not surprising at all. I'm still surprised by Andrade signing on Raw, but that's not really surprising at all.
It's all good, but right after that, Tiffany Stratton came out. She also has a contract.
That women's division on SmackDown is looking very, very deep.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton slapped Mishin, which prompted uh Nick Aldis setting up a match for later. Um, which really was kind of
Eh, I
but
mean, it's fine.
Stratton won. It was technically your main event, but
Okay.
Stratton won with the BME
Yep.
or TME, ripping off
So
Christopher Daniels.
yeah. Whatever.
But let's see, what else was there? Oh yeah, Lashley and the Prophets versus the Final Testament.
Mm.
This match never really got going. Like
Uh,
Lashley came out doing a dominating shit,
yeah.
and he was about to put in the Hurt Lock on Cross.
Yeah.
Scarlett jumped and started raking her eyes, which prompted B-Fab of all people to come in for the save.
Super duper.
So
Well,
B-Fab,
at least they're doing something with her. You know.
yeah. So they're building quite the stable of people there.
So it's not a bad thing. I kind of like the idea of having a little bit. I mean, yeah, I kind of like the idea of having some stables there to help it. It's almost a little bit of a throwback to the late '90s with a lot of stables that were in WWE at the time.
Oh
With
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so like DOA,
Los Peruicas,
DX, Los Boricuas. I
the
kind of like that.
oddities,
Yeah,
I and I.
I do like it. I kind of like it. It's a little bit of a throwback. It's nice. It's nice to see that.
In other words, DX, and then everybody else.
Pretty much. Well, the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, they were pretty much done by like '99, though.
Yeah, when Brett hightailed the WCW after the fucking screw job.
Yeah, that was pretty much the end of the Hart Foundation. Anyways, so there was also a conversation between Braun Breaker and Nick Aldis.
Really.
He had the SmackDown contract in his hand, but
Yep.
because Adam Pearce was there,
Yep.
he was like, "Hey, can you come to Raw Monday so I can pitch you?"
Mhm.
He's like, "Okay, I'll see you there."
Interesting. See where they're gonna.
So Braun Breaker's going to get a big like free agency decision segment at some point.
Well, I think with this whole deal with going on that's with Netflix, I think the whole thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts slowly loading up Raw and then have SmackDown be what it is and load that up and then eventually the whole thing over probably one shot. I'm assuming at some point that's going to happen.
Don't know, but
I know we have a year to wait to see what really goes on. So I'm really surprised as they start loading up people on both brands. So
anyways, yeah, I think that covers everything that wasn't Bailey's segment and the last segment. So
well, let's get to the Bayley one first before we hit the
of
big
course,
dog.
of course. So
No pun intended.
Bailey came out. She cut a very babyface promo.
Yep.
Um, and she mentioned Rhea Ripley, who was only there to stand and look at a TV because
Ripley.
we all knew where this was going.
Yeah, I think we all knew what River was going to.
Um, anyways, as Bailey was cutting her promo, you could see like Kyrie, Io, and Asuka all like laughing at her and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then like, stopping just before she turns around.
Yeah.
But after Bailey mentioned Rhea, she's like, or I can go in another direction.
Yeah.
And then confronts Io about talking shit about her, and then spoke in Japanese,
Oh, interesting.
which she claimed she picked up from listening to them talk shit about her all the time in Japanese.
Mm.
So right after that, Irie and Asuka jump her.
Yeah.
But I think Bailey knew this was coming because
Yeah.
she had a lead pipe
Mm-hmm.
hiding near the ring.
Yeah.
And she came back like a house of fire. You got the stare down. Io backed off. And then Bayley made the confirmation that she is going to face Io at WrestleMania. So there's our first announced match for WrestleMania is Bayley and Io Sky.
That's gonna be a good match.
It is.
I'm looking to see probably Bayley hold that, like win that title. I'm assuming at this point.
Oh yeah.
I don't. I think that's gonna be her
Io's
reward.
had it. Io's had it since SummerSlam.
Yeah,
There's no reason why she needs to keep it.
no, I don't think there's much to it anymore. I don't really need to not. They seem to be focusing more on different. At least with Bayley, you put the title on Bayley, she's gonna make that title a lot more relevant on SmackDown. I think. Now, I'm not saying that Io has done a bad job by any means.
So So the thing that Dakota Kai tweeted when this happened was, what the fuck is happening? With a heartbroken emoji.
Oh well, there's gonna be.
I wonder where the puppet master is gonna lay.
Oh, who knows?
But all right, that'll bring us to the final segment.
Yes, let's talk about this elephant in the room there.
Yeah, so Roman comes out and
Yeah.
just decapitates, castrates Seth Rollins on the microphone. Seth Rollins wasn't even here, but this was the first time Roman has ever acknowledged, sorry for the pun, but he has ever acknowledged Seth's little barbs that he takes at him once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And basically makes fun of him for not, for first of all, like 3 months in, breaking his back to carry the time. And then, oh my God, not only did he call him little brother.
Yeah.
All right. He's like, you're holding the everyone I've already beaten title.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong.
No, unfortunately, he's not. Like I hate to break it, but he's really not.
When you look at Seth's challengers, right, since he's had the title,
Yeah.
right,
Mm-hmm.
he's Roman beat Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Roman beat basically everybody in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, very much.
Well, no, he beat Finn Balor pre-Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But he's beaten Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
He's beaten everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, he's beaten Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. A couple times.
He's beaten Sami Zayn. He's beaten Jey Uso.
Yeah.
So he's not wrong.
No, unfortunately, he's not wrong on it,
but it made what comes next even worse.
Yeah.
Because after completely castrating not only Seth Rollins, but this world heavyweight title,
yeah,
Cody comes out.
Yeah.
Starts talking about what the story is, about how he wants to take everything away from Roman, including the title. And he's talked to friends and family and legends, and he's gotten counsel this week. He said that he is going to take everything from Roman. He's coming from Roman and the title, just not at WrestleMania. And he explained that of those who gave him counsel this week, there was one that knew Roman better than anybody.
Yeah.
Which prompted The Rock to come out.
Well, fantastic. The Rock is there. Well, looks like we're getting that WrestleMania 40 thing, folks. Looks like it. I mean, I could be wrong still.
Oh, no. This is happening because so Rock comes down to the ring.
Yeah.
Him and Cody kind of share a handshake and a hug and a little moment. The Rock was like talking to him.
Yeah.
Cody walks away.
Yeah.
And then Roman and The Rock just slowly pace towards the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And they stare off to end the show. But on the bottom third, it said that the WrestleMania press event was this Thursday.
Fantastic. Well,
so we know that this is a result of CM Punk getting hurt at the because as of a week or two ago, Rock and Roman was going to happen this year. It just wasn't going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I think because Punk got hurt, he was supposed to fight Seth.
Yeah.
Cody's going to have to sacrifice the story again. But this time he's got to go after Seth Rollins.
It's kind of funny how when Punk said that shit, he kind of like, it's almost like he drew a picture of what was going to happen. Like the last 2 weeks ago on Raw.
We fucking knew it though, because
Yeah.
this rock cloud has been hanging around everyone's head since fucking December.
The Rock Cloud's been hanging around for a couple of years now. Everyone knows it's going to happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. You know, of course, he is now on the board of directors of TKO. So why the hell not?
I don't think the two correlate.
No, I don't think it really matters at all. Anyway, it doesn't. I don't think it matters at all.
Like
Anyway, I just think it's funny to say
him
that.
having a board position at TKO would have nothing to do
No, of course it doesn't.
with the creative direction.
No, helps a little bit though.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to really prove yourself to get a title shot, I guess.
No, but
If you want to use wrestling logic.
And to be honest, like I mentioned this before on other shows. I don't want to go into WrestleMania though 40, wondering if I like not knowing the result. Rock versus Roman to me is you already know the result.
The Rock is never winning that match
No.
unless there's a return match down the line. And that's the thing. We don't know.
Well, if
The Rock has more than one in him.
I think he does. I think he does.
You got to keep in mind what happened in his last match.
I want to say, did he tear a pec?
He tore his abductor muscle right off the pelvis, which delayed shooting of Hercules.
Oh, that was years ago, though.
Yeah,
and to be honest, I don't think the Rock's plan on doing that many more movies anyway. To be honest,
you don't think so?
I don't know. Like I don't know what goes on. He has Terramana. Now this board thing of director, the XFL combining with the USFL, right?
I get he doesn't need the money.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to do any movies to be honest at this point anyway either. And I think he has his own production company as well on top of that.
He does, yeah. But like, why does Sylvester Stallone still do movies?
I think because he needs the money.
Why does Kevin Hart still do movies?
Kevin Hart does movies still?
Pretty sure he does.
I don't know. Last one I saw him was Jungle. No, Jumanji.
The second Jumanji movie.
The second Jumanji, yeah.
The second.
That was the last time. He does like more stand up and like stuff on YouTube, right? I don't know what the future holds with The Rock, right? So like, part of me wants to see that Rock win that
back full time.
No, part of me wants to see Rock win that title, or win the title and they get cashed in on fucking Damian Priest. I'm okay with that, but I want to go in more like just wondering if that's going to happen.
I will tell you.
But, I mean,
and you're probably not surprised by this, but the internet's pissed. Social media is pissed.
That doesn't surprise me.
But I'm telling you that I think because Punk got hurt.
Well, of course it did. It completely threw everything into a whirlwind.
The Rock went from maybe he'll go at WrestleMania to you need to come to WrestleMania.
I don't think we need The Rock at WrestleMania. I'll be honest with you, that one. There's lots of options you could have.
Not that it'll make the amount of money that this match is going
to. No. It's also WrestleMania 40.
You have one of the biggest stars in the entire world. Like,
not named Taylor Swift.
More people know The Rock from his movies than his wrestling career.
True. Like, is WrestleMania 4? Okay, is WrestleMania 40 And
Yeah.
if you look at their every 10-year gap,
I know the big
yeah,
crowning
right.
championship
They
thing.
they they do big things, right? Every 10 years they do something really big. This
But
is really
it's
big.
going to be different because this one's 2 nights,
It is. I'll be interested to see what goes on.
which
Up.
they actually announced today that they're moving the start time back to 7 p.m. instead of 8 p.m.
Mhm. How much was that? 7 p.m.
Yeah, they're moving it back to 7 p.m., which means the kickoff will probably start around 5.
Well, good. I'll make sure. What now? What days are those again for WrestleMania fans for all those fans?
I believe it's April 1st and April 2nd.
Ooh, means I make sure you book that off work for the weekend.
Hold on, I'm looking at my calendar on my computer right now.
All right.
It is, I'm sorry, April 6th and April 7th.
Oh, well, 6th and 7th. All right.
Yeah.
Make sure I book that off work. So I can have that off and make sure I have the whole weekend off for that.
Well, good thing I don't finish. I finish work at 2 o'clock on Saturday, Sunday, so these are never a problem for me.
Oh, ha 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 ha! Yippee-ki-yay!
I work in the same industry as you, jackass. I just have a better schedule.
I have a better position.
You do.
So,
You do.
but yeah,
And you get paid a shit ton more than I do.
keep your voice down. We don't need people to know that. I want people to support us. Then we're homeless. But yeah, that was good. Those segments alone pretty much make SmackDown to me. The rest of the match, like to be honest, with the matches this week for a lot of things haven't been the greatest, but uh,
It was always going to be a story driven
yeah,
episode.
it's Rumble week. Like even Dynamite. Sorry guys, I didn't do Dynamite this week for you. Like we said we're going to. To be honest, you didn't really miss much. Apologies. Wasn't
Um,
great.
well, I mean, I'll just be transparent about this. Um, this is partially because of me, because uh, I've picked up a heavier schedule in life right now, and for the sake of my physical health,
Yeah.
it's a lot harder for me to do the 3 shows a week. So we looked at what you guys listen to. And for right now, anyway,
Mhm.
um, we're going to scrap AEW for now. If there's something big that happens, either we mention it on this show, the Friday show, or um, what's that reaction?
Something just dawned on me.
What's up?
What if Cody pulls a reverse Rollins? Like, remember when Cody debuted
Yeah.
back to the WWE?
Oh, well, Cody has, but Cody has the title shot.
Yeah.
That's I get where you're going with that, and that would be cool because hey, here comes Kazuchika Okada to fight
Oh no,
Cody.
no, no. That was not Okada I'm thinking about.
Who?
Somebody apparently nobody knows if he's now. I've already made suggestions say that he's re-signed, but
MJF?
what if it's MJF?
Og.
What if MJF? What if Cody loses that title shot at Elimination Chamber?
Well, no one said anything about him challenging for anything at Chamber.
Yeah. So let's say he puts that up up for grabs. And he has
Oh,
nothing for Mania
against Drew.
against Drew or against
No,
Gunther or
no,
whatever.
no, hold on.
Drew's
That would be a badass story, though.
yeah, Drew's according to reports, Drew's
He's working without a contract apparently right now.
apparently everything's up after WrestleMania. So I wouldn't be surprised if you put Drew in WrestleMania against Rollins. He beats Rollins, and then
Priest cashes in.
Priest cashes in, and then Cody has no match for WrestleMania, and then all of a sudden MJF pops into WWE? What
I
if?
mean,
It might be far fetched, but what
I
if?
mean, like that'd be killer television.
That would
Um,
make a lot of people watch WWE, and that would really
that would that would make
and not to be an asshole to a lot of people who love AEW out there. And I know there's a lot of people who do. I like AEW. We've been to a couple of events, but that would pretty much put a dagger in AEW for the most part.
I don't think it would put a dagger in him,
Maybe
but
not, maybe not a dagger, but
because
a spike,
listen,
a big spike.
listen, do you know how many times TNA should have been dead over the years
That is true.
and they still found a way to stick around?
That is very true.
I think as long as AEW is linked on TV to like WBD, like Warner Brothers Discovery,
Mhm.
I think they're fine. But I mean, that's a really cool scenario if you can pull it off. Um,
I mean,
so so like, but again, at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to go that route. You're going to have Cody in a title match at Mania. It's just going to be against Seth
yeah,
because
I still think Priest is gonna cash in though. He
when
has
you,
to at this
oh,
point.
I think Priest gets, I think Priest is somebody always you have to. I think, yeah, I think honestly, like Priest will probably cash in on the winner.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull Seth Rollins from WrestleMania
I
32.
don't 31, but
31?
close. Yeah, 31.
That's right. Yeah,
The
so
first,
fine.
the first Roman, the good Roman Brock match
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was WrestleMania 31 because 31
was
got
Daniel
get
Bryan.
30 in wrestling. Yeah, and Undertaker returned at 31
Yeah.
to face Bray Wyatt in a not so dark nighttime match.
Why couldn't you have done Taker and Sting? If you knew that Taker was working Mania and you're bringing Sting in, why not make it Sting and Taker? I'll never understand that ever.
Because I don't think you know what it is.
Even when Sting
I
joined
honestly
WWE, he
I
was still saying he wants the Undertaker.
yeah I think it's some of it I think is age,
Who cares?
and some of it I think too is now Sting's only been a team player, so is Undertaker.
Yeah,
I think that was a Vince call. And
well, possibly,
I
but
think Vince just didn't know who to pull, like who the winner would be. And I think
oh, Taker had lost the streak already, so it wouldn't have
yeah,
mattered who won or lost.
it mattered to Vince though. Like
I
keep that in
guess.
mind. Don't forget like that crazy old coot managed to Vince, and that will lead
Crazy
us.
old creep.
Yeah, crazy old creep. And quite frankly, that crazy creep's gonna lead us right to our next crazy old creep though.